David Brewster here with a new episode of Scales and Tales, and this is the Aeolian Legato Workout. And I've had a lot of requests to feature more exercises, warm-ups, and workouts like this. And as much as I like working on actual music, songs and sections from songs and solos and stuff like that, I also like to challenge my technique and ability with these warm-ups, and workouts and exercises. Whether it's string skipping or position shifting, legato, picking, or whatever, they're really beneficial and sometimes fun to work on. And I've had this idea for a long time. And anytime my technique and my ability seems a little stale, or it just doesn't really seem to flow or connect with the strings, I run through this. And you may have heard of guitarists talking about slow warm-ups, and this is a great candidate for a slow warm-up. And of course you can shred and fly right through it too. But since we're not talking about a band or a certain guitarist, we can dive right in. And here's an image kind of showing the scale and the scale fingering and position we're going to use in this episode. So check this out. Okay, as you can see from that image, we're using the A natural minor scale in this lesson, or A Aeolian, and that's a very basic and common scale. It's just the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And the position actually starts here on the 12th fret, in the 12th position, and we're actually starting there on the low E string on the note E, which is technically the 5th. But just bear with me right there. There's our E, F, and G on the low E. And then we're starting there on A, on the A string, and that's going to begin the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, spelling. So there's your, the low E string, and then moving through that first octave. And when you get there, you're going to continue up. Like that. And I like the way this scale fingering kind of opens up, because it's kind of closed and close together here, right? And then right there on the G, it kind of opens up and you've got that dual, whole step shape. And then you continue that on the B and the high E, like that. You can see there I'm using legato. That's not the workout yet, that's just the scale fingering. And descend. Right? And kind of get a feel for that scale, ascending and descending. But don't worry about playing it fast or, shredding through this. You want, articulate and precise playing. So I would recommend just play that as fast as you can play it cleanly and accurately. If you start to kind of flub it or mess up, then you're playing it too fast. So just only play it as fast as you can play it, perfectly. If you can do it faster than that, then great. But don't worry about, blazing through it. Play it, very articulate and very strict. Because we're going to basically borrow that approach in the workout. So as you practice that scale, we're going to kind of, prime your fingers and get ready to do the workout. And do the same thing descending. Really connect with the strings and with those notes. And you can also pick through that if you want to. You want to turn it more into a picking exercise, but we're using legato here. So that's the first step. So what we're going to do is split the workout in half. We're going to start with the descending portion, and then I'm going to show you the ascending portion, and we're going to take those two halves, put them together, and voila, you have the entire workout. So we're going to start way up on this high A, way up there on the 17th fret on the high E string, and we're going to descend, using legato, but we're going to descend using 8-note groups. So you're going to start on that A, and then pull off G to F, and then move to the B string with that E note, and then pull off that D to C, and then on the G string, you've got that B to A. So there's 3 notes, and then 2, and that makes up the 8-note pattern like this. So start on that A, and then pull off, pull off. Start on this E, and then pull off, pull off. Start on that B, and then pull off to A. There's the first 8-note group. Now start on the B string and do the same thing. Start on this E and then pull off D to C. Grab that B on the G string and pull off A to G. And then right there on the D string, we got this F to E. And I like using my middle and third finger there just to incorporate, that fingering combination. Like that, like this. So that's, we're halfway through it. So we got this, and then this, So right there, now start on the G string on that B and descend 8 more notes like this. Got that C and B at the end there. And then the final pass right here, we've got this F, E to D on the D string. Then that C, B, and A on the A. And at the end right here, we've got G and F. And what I usually do is I just cut right to the A, like back to the root, like that. You could also come down and grab that G, F, E, and then A, like that. However you want to do it. But right there, that's the whole descending part of the workout, like this. A little bit faster. And don't really worry about flying or shredding through that. You know, play it very precise and accurate, and then slowly you can start kind of getting a little bit faster and accelerate a little faster. It's got a cool sound. It's actually a really cool sequence, and it's a great challenge, you know, for your fret hand for sure. Okay, so here's the second half, the ascending portion, and it's the exact same idea, just in reverse. You know, now we're going to be climbing and using hammer-ons, you know, through the scale instead of descending and using pull-offs. So we're going to start on this E note and then climb up 8 notes, just like we did at the top, but like I said, in reverse, like this. So there's E, F, G, A, B, C, you know, D, E. You know, some hammer-ons right there. Now start on this A and do the same thing, you know, in the next string group like this. And there's your 1 octave of A natural minor. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. No way. Now on the next set of strings, when you start on the D string, I like switching to this. You know, when you got this D, E, and F, and then the following shape is that whole step shape like that. And you could actually use your third finger on that D note at the end, or your middle finger. That's totally up to you. But I'm using this shape right here, or this fingering for this shape right here. That's up to you, however you want to end that. And then the final fingering right here, start on this G. You're going to end on that high G way up there on the top. And then your final note is that A right there that we started with the descending part. So all the way through the ascending portion right here. And then once you get a feel for it, you can start flying through it. Okay, so here's the complete workout. And what we're going to basically do is I'm going to start with the descending and pull-off section first, and then I flip it, and then we start ascending with the hammer-on section. And it's actually set up to where you can just weave back and forth and just repeat this endlessly until you're sick of it. And I'm just going to walk through this kind of slow. This is definitely a good example of the slow warm-up that I was talking about earlier. And to do the slow warm-up, you want to do it just like this. I'm going to play it painfully accurate and precise. And every single note of that scale is going to be, you know, audible. There's no flubbed or iffy notes or whatever. You know, you're basically kind of exaggerating what you're playing in a way, and then that way after you're done with the workout, when you relax and kind of play normal, everything should seem really easy compared to this. So do it something like this to start with. Once you kind of run through it and you kind of get a feel for that and it feels connected, then you can start going a little bit faster. And it's up to you how fast you want to play that. I mean, you can literally shred through it like Yngwie or Chris and Pelletieri. But I wouldn't really recommend that. That's not really a shred lick. It's a workout or an exercise. And then from here, you could obviously change to a different scale. You could do the major scale or Mixolydian or Lydian or harmonic minor or Phrygian dominant or whatever you want to do. But that basic concept, you know, targeting a scale and then really kind of pushing yourself through it, that's a great workout. Right, that's going to wrap this episode of Scales and Tails with the Aeolian Legato Workout. And like I just mentioned, you could actually convert this idea into any scalar mode. If you're not really a big Aeolian fan, you can turn it into anything, but it's the concept, the idea that I'm sharing, which is what you should walk away with. And you could definitely investigate maybe moving to lower positions, which is going to force you to stretch a little bit more. Imagine taking this idea that we did in A and imagine doing it like in C down here or something. That would definitely be a bigger challenge, and definitely a lot more stretching would be involved too. And the opposite of that's true too. You could actually move it up higher if you want to investigate these kind of closed and tight, positions on the guitar neck. So that's up to you, as low or as high as you want to go. But definitely a great workout, and I have some more exercises and workouts and warm-ups that I'm going to share in the next few episodes. So anyway, leave some feedback and comments. Please subscribe to Layout Lessons, and I'll be back before you know it with more content and material. Thank you.